Dr. Wallach, LeBron James's son just had a heart attack yesterday that fortunately he is in stable condition. What message would you send out to him, his family, and all parents who have kids that are athletic?
Okay, well, when you're an athlete, you sweat. Okay, you sweat out nutrients. And just eating well will not be enough to replace the nutrients you're sweating out. The more you exercise, the more nutritionally deficient you become. Okay, unless you're supplementing to replace them, not only replace them, but build a reserve. Okay, and you see this all the time. You look at Fox News 2 or 3 times a day, and there's these kids just like Bronny James, who's 18 years old when he had his heart attack yesterday, 18 years old. Okay, a basketball player. He's the oldest son of LeBron James, famous basketball player. And it's very, very common that they're sweating out all these nutrients. And this is the same heart attack that babies used to get when they had sudden death syndrome, SIDS. Okay, same heart attack. When you're 3 months old, the doctors are blaming the mothers for laying on the babies and suffocating them. Okay, and I figured out what it was. And basically, it's just a simple nutritional deficiency disease of a nutrient. And my attorney, Jonathan Emord, and I, we sued the FDA 8 times in federal court to get these nutrients put into the baby formulas, like Enfamil, Similac, that kind of thing. And suddenly now, the sudden death syndrome thing went away because it was just a simple nutritional deficiency disease. And the same thing here. When you're drinking the colas and you're drinking all that kind of stuff, water, carbonated water to hydrate, juices, a lot of sugar, plus the hydration, and you're not getting the nutrients you need to give your heart what it needs to function properly and maintain itself and repair itself with all the activity going on. You know, I played sports in junior high, high school, and university. I wrestled, I played football, soccer, weightlifted, track and field. And I'm taking all these vitamins and minerals and I'm doing fine. Okay. And it's one of those things where I'm 84 years old now. Most people think I'm in my 50s or 60s by looking at me. All right. But this is easily prevented and easily reversed if they survive this first attack. But you want to get them on the 90 essential nutrients. Okay. 1 healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. 1 of the bottles of the MSM. That'll allow you to take three times a day of the MSM. It's going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, all that kind of stuff. They need the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month to support healthy blood flow through blocked arteries in the brain, the heart, the kidneys, legs, chest, every place you can think of. And the sports drink should actually be our Rebound. Our Rebound sports drink has 75 minerals in it and 25 vitamins, amino acids. Red Bull, the most prominent, most sold, and most purchased of all the sports drinks and energy drinks, Red Bull only has 1 mineral in it, magnesium. Okay. And you're supposed to get the rest from eating well. You can't do it because plants don't make minerals. Plants do make vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, but plants do not make minerals. Nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. And so people who luck out and they're eating food that grew in a place where there's lots of minerals in the soil, they're getting their minerals. But if they're eating plants that look just like the ones that had a lot of minerals in it, they don't have many minerals in them. They can't tell the difference by looking at them. And they only have 3 minerals in them, which made the plants happy. You're in trouble, okay? And so that's why we came up with these complete systems for the Rebound for our athletes, as well as for 600 different diseases. We have programs for 600 different diseases. And you want to start at least 6 months before the pregnancy starts, okay? And so we want the kids to be doing well. We want the kids who are going to be parents in the near future, even distant future, to be supplementing properly in their sports drinks as well as their supplement programs. And they're especially if they're working in a factory, they're sweating or they're exercising for an hour a day or 3 days a week at the gym or whatever it might be. Exercise can kill you because exercise is not, it's a negative if you're not supplementing to replace all the nutrients you're sweating out, okay? We were using wood and coal as fuel, and people were putting the wood ashes in their food. They're putting the wood ashes in their garden, same way with coal ashes. And the wood and coal ashes are 95% minerals and 2 or 3% carbon. Well, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, Thomas Edison pulls a switch. Okay, suddenly now, there were no more sources of minerals because electricity, there's no side benefit of minerals being produced like there are when you use wood and coal as fuel. Okay, so suddenly now we didn't have minerals anymore. And that's why you have to supplement with all 90 essential nutrients, including all 60 essential minerals. And of course, we do have a book that talks about the transition. Okay, it's called Hell's Kitchen. The transition, thank you, Rebecca. The transition between wood and coal as fuel, where we're getting our minerals from the wood ashes and coal ashes, to going to electricity. Suddenly now there were no more minerals in our diet anymore. Okay, and that's where the problem came in. So
heart attacks are caused by nutrient deficiencies.
Caused by mineral deficiencies. That is correct.
All right, folks. Sounds like a simple fix to me.
Not genetics in any way, shape, or form.
So for those that have had a heart attack, Dr. Wallach, is there chance of being able to give the body what it needs so that they can reduce the risk of having another one?
Of course. You want to start before you leave the hospital. Okay, don't wait until you're home for a couple of months and you're reading, and because you could die of the second heart attack. Okay, as you're pointing out. So you want to get on these nutrients, and don't skimp. You're going to save a lot of money by getting rid of the bad foods. Bad foods cost a lot of money, so you'll save a lot of money by getting rid of the bad foods. You have enough money to buy the good foods. And again, these things, this information is unimpeachable. We have, and we're coming up with a flip chart. I know you're involved heavily in getting this flip chart out. And this is, you can talk to your whole family with this flip chart. There's 65 pages in here. It talks about all these things that we just talked about. Okay. And it's one of those things where the books, the flip charts, they'll tell you what to do. You have to do it. It's kind of like, do you put dirt from Texas in your car because there's bound to be some oil in it? Come on, there's bound to be some oil in it. That's dirt from Texas. I only have to pay 50 cents for 40 pounds. Okay. And I can use that in my car, and my gas tank, and my brake fluid, and my transmission fluid, and all that kind of stuff. It'll be wonderful. No, you're going to die because your brakes won't work. Your engine will burn up, and you'll burn up in the car with, okay, because using dirt from Texas is not going to give you what you need to give your car what it needs to do the job you want it to do. Okay. And you know that. People take much better care of their car than they take care of themselves.
And that analogy, folks, is just taking into consideration that there are no minerals in the ground that our food is grown in. Senate document, what was it?
264.
264, written in 1936, even said it. And think about, over all this time, over 80 years later, there's even less. So Dr. Wallach, thank you so much for your time. Folks, you can find the good foods, bad foods list at dailywithdoc.com, and make sure that you get back with the person that shared this video with you. Tell them thank you and ask them how you also can get the products that Dr. Wallach is recommending that are nutrient dense, folks. It's not fractionated. It's not a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's something that is formulated to synergistically work together within the body for optimal results. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.